Hey everyone, welcome to Grid Down Consulting's live Q&As with Jonathan Hollerman, the host here today, as we discuss some of your most asked questions. So today we are actually diving in and talking to John about his recommended books. We know that a lot of you have asked about how you can be best prepared for, the next pandemic, EMP, whatever is coming our way. You want to be the most prepared beforehand, so that you're not trying to scramble and read books as some sort of natural disaster or something is happening. So, John, thank you for joining us today. Thanks for doing this.
Always.
So how do you find the truth about, EMP attacks if there's so much misinformation out there?
Right. So, that is the big problem, is that the EMP threat, if you go on YouTube or if you're looking online, you can almost be assured that 90+% of the information you're reading is just wrong, or either that or very outdated. So one of the things I'll regularly hear is 188 mil standard 188-125 EMP protection standards, which were the gold standards for a very long period of time. The EMP Commission reports, if you're looking for the truth, there's one place to go, and that's the Congressional EMP Commission. In 2000, the Congress picked the brightest, the best scientists, the best military leaders, the best, basically anybody that understood this threat or had been working on it. They picked Democrats, Republicans, it didn't really matter. So it was bipartisan, it wasn't political, and they spent years testing and studying this. There was millions of dollars spent. So it is the EMP Commission report is the gold standard for information on this.
So how do you find that? Is that a book?
Okay, so the congressional, their reports. So the 2004 and 2008 report, they're long. They're a couple hundred pages long. There's a lot of very technical, scientific data in those PDFs. So I would actually recommend, if this is something that you're looking at new, this is so in 2017, the EMP Commission was 2016, the EMP Commission was reactivated by Congress to basically update the information, their reports from 2004 and 2008. In 2017, they released 10 more reports. I would recommend reading all of them because it's a lot more up-to-date information on how the threat has changed. So there's a lot of new information. So a lot of people look at the 2004, 2008 report in the mil standard 188-125, and that's that. Well, there's a lot of new information. So for the first 40 years, we were preparing for a 50 kilovolt per meter EMP based on an off-the-shelf nuke from Russia or China or somewhere. But we now know since 2004 onward that there are such things as super EMPs, which could be as strong as 200 kilovolts per meter at the center, and that's going to fry just about everything. So that's a part. So I would recommend, the first one I would recommend is called the Executives Report, and that's the Congressional EMP Commission to Congress. And then the other thing, this just came out a month ago. The book's called The Power and the Light, and it's by Dr. Peter Pry. If you don't know who he is, shame on you. Dr. Peter Pry is basically the tip of the spear. He's been with the EMP Commission almost since the beginning, I believe. So he was a spokesman for them for a while, and I can't remember his exact role, but essentially The Power and Light is a tell-all book. So I have a lot of people that come up to me and they're like, I don't understand, how did we get here? Why isn't the government hardening things? Why isn't this fixed, or what's taking so long? And that book will give you that answer, because there's a deep state, there's a lot of bad actors in the government that are preventing Congress from hardening the grid, okay? I'm not going to get real in depth, but the electric utility lobby in 2018 spent $150 million just in lobbying. They spend more money than big oil does, the electric utilities. So there's a lot of very good reasons why things haven't been fixed, and why the SHIELD Act and a lot of these different grid acts that have been around for a long time never made it through committee. And so that's an excellent, it's a tell-all book. So he tells all the insider stuff that's happened since the beginning. So I would highly recommend that one.
Well, thanks again for joining us, John. Thanks for all of your insight and all of these recommendations. I hope you guys are all able to pick up these books to read them, because they will make a huge, huge difference in how you are prepared the next time something happens, or if we have a second wave of COVID-19 coming up, I'm sure you'll get some good details there too. So stay tuned. We will be having more of these Q&As in the future, and we'll make sure to link everything down below. Thanks for joining us.